Hello, beloveds. So, a couple of things before I get started with this message. This message is about why leaders and people try to dim your light. Okay, so one message that I just put up, some kind of way, when it was uploaded to YouTube, it got chopped and screwed. I really want to, today I went back to actually look at listen to the message on YouTube, not actually on my phone, because before I uploaded it, I made sure that there was no error. When it got uploaded, it got chopped and screwed. Even the effect on the picture is chopped and screwed. I will bring forth clarity into this description section, okay? If you want to know what I said in its entirety, you can go to the description section. I will do that. Another thing I said in the message is my heart go out to the ministers or people that try to dim other people's light. My heart also go out to the people that have the experience with people that's overpowering, people that's self-centered, people that just want to be seen. Yeah, my heart go out to both, because the people that, whether they do it unintentionally or intentionally, the ones that have learned this way to try to assert their authority, to try to overshadow you, overpower you, or people that's boastful and just put themselves on this pedestal. um, I believe that these people don't know who they are, um, don't know their full potential. Um, and so that's why I said my heart go out to them. But, anyways, um, so let's, leaders or anyone who tries to dim your light, um, or try to diminish the light in others, is because of various reasons. So let's talk about some of those reasons and see if we can extract some information out of scripture that bring forth this clarity. So one of them is insecurity and jealousy. I don't know what's up with this. The second one is misunderstanding of leadership. It could be a reason. The third reason could be fear of change. The fourth reason, spiritual immaturity. And then the fifth reason, misguided intentions. And the last section will be just words of encouragement for people that have gone through that type of treatment. We all could have one of many of these, but this just instructions, guidance for us, for those that have ears to hear. Okay, this is for us that have ears to hear. So let's talk about insecurity and jealousy. Personal insecurity. Some leaders may feel insecure about their own abilities or position when they see others shining brightly. It can trigger feelings of inadequacy or fear of being overshadowed. Jealousy can lead to attempts to diminish others' lives. If a leader feels threatened by someone else's gift or influence, they may try to undermine that person to maintain their own status. So, I mean, this happened a lot. This is not something that I'm talking about this uncommon. Is common. One example in the Bible, one instance in the Bible, where we see jealousy is with Cain and Abel. Um, well, that's in Genesis 4, where we see Cain being the firstborn of Adam and Eve, which was a former, while his brother Abel was a shepherd. Both brothers brought offerings to God. Cain offered some of his crops, and Abel brought the best portion of the firstborn of his flock. God looked with favor on Abel's offering, but did not accept Cain's. This made Cain very angry and dejected. The disparity ignited a fierce jealousy in Cain's heart. God noticed Cain's anger and warned him that sin was crouching at his door, urging him to master it and not let it consume him. Despite the warning, though, Cain's jealousy and insecurities got the best of him. He invited Abel to go out in the field, as we know, where he attacked and killed his brother. When God asked Cain where Abel was, Cain responded with the famous line, "Am I my brother's keeper?" God then punished Cain by making him a wanderer on the earth and placed a mark on him to protect him from being killed by others. The story of Cain and Abel illustrates how unchecked jealousy and insecurity can lead to destructive actions and severe consequences. It serves as a reminder to guard our hearts against those emotions and seek God's guidance in overcoming them. Another familiar jealousy encounter that we see in the Bible was with Joseph and his brothers. This was a familial jealousy. Another one we see is Leah and Rachel rivalry. The prodigal son. We see a jealousy and parental favoritism. We also see jealousy in King Herod and the birth of Jesus, which was the jealousy of power. That's something that I want to talk about. King Herod and the birth of Jesus. I was actually listening, trying to get more understanding of King Herod temple, his more information about his empire, his ruling, like who was this guy? And so that's what I was doing today. And so anyways, see, I begin sidetracked even when I got this, then type this up, okay? Another jealousy we see is the disciples' jealousy, competition in ministry, that I will talk about briefly. Even among Jesus' closest followers, feeling of jealousy surfaced. The disciples frequently found themselves in disputes over who was the greatest among them. That's in Mark 9:33. So I was seeing that even among Jesus' closest followers, feeling of jealousy surfaced. The disciples frequently found themselves in disputes over who was the greatest among them. That's Mark 9:33-37 and Matthew 20:20-28. This jealousy sparked arguments and misunderstandings about their roles within Jesus' ministry. In response, Jesus taught them that true greatness is achieved through serving others rather than seeking power or recognition. The episode demonstrates how jealousy can create division even within a community that should be united by a common purpose. The lesson underscores the importance of humility and teamwork in any endeavor, urging us all people to prioritize collaboration over competition. So Mark 9:33 through 37, in that passage the disciples was arguing about themselves about who was the greatest. Jesus, aware of their discussion, used it as a teaching moment. He explained that true greatness comes from being a servant to all, saying, if anyone wants to be first, must be the very last and the servant of all. um, Matthew 20 through 28, the passage describes how the mother of James and John approached Jesus, requesting that her son be granted the honor of sitting at his right and left in his kingdom. This request sparked indignation among the other disciples. Jesus again emphasized that greatness in his kingdom is not about power or position, but about humility and serving others. He famously said, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be your slave. Um, Also in Luke 22:24 through 27, another instance of the disciples' competition occurred during the Last Supper. They argued about which of them was considered to be the greatest. Jesus reminded them of the greatest among them should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. He pointed out that he was among them as one who served. These stories highlight that even those closest to Jesus experience feeling of jealousy and competition. However, Jesus constantly taught that true greatness comes from humility, service, and putting others before oneself. It's a powerful reminder for everyone involved in ministry or in any form of service to focus on serving others with a humble heart rather than seeking recognition or status. So that is the first reason um, why leaders and people are try to dim your light, which is insecurity and jealousy. That's valuable information that we all can take um, and run with. We all can take to heart and consider. Okay, till next time, I will talk about the second one, misunderstanding of leadership.